Greetings, listeners. If this is your first time visiting, we welcome you to the channel. Hit the subscribe button and the bell if you haven't already so you don't miss another video. Ever caught yourself caught up in the whirlwind of what-ifs and maybes that seem to control your day-to-day life? This might seem like a familiar scenario for many of you. Those fleeting moments when you find yourself spiraling into the depths of uncertainty, questioning the outcomes of your every decision, and allowing the fear of the unknown to cloud your judgment. That, my friends, is the invisible thread of anxiety pulling at your peace of mind. Isn't it interesting how this silent saboteur works? It creeps in unnoticed, casting a shadow over your thoughts, your actions, and even your dreams. One minute you're basking in the sunshine of positivity. The next you're drenched in the torrential downpour of doubt. The spectrum of your emotions fluctuates wildly, much like the erratic waves of the vast, unending sea that crashes relentlessly against the shore, the echo of its turbulence mirroring the turmoil within you. Indeed, this is the reality of anxiety. It's an enigmatic companion, an unfailing reminder of the unpredictability of life. It weaves a complicated narrative of what-ifs and maybes, ensnaring your thoughts and ensnaring your peace. It makes you question the worth of your efforts, crippling your confidence, and casting you adrift in a sea of uncertainty. But remember, every cloud has a silver lining. Even in the darkest abyss of anxiety, there is light. It's a beacon of hope, a glimmer of possibility that can be the catalyst to navigating the stormy seas, guiding you towards the shore of tranquility. It's this silver lining that teaches you resilience, that makes you realize your strength, that propels you to evolve. And today we're going on this transformative journey together. We're going to delve into the heart of anxiety, to understand its intricate mechanisms, to unearth the fears that fuel it, and most importantly, to identify the silver linings that are concealed within its cloudy facade. We're going to equip ourselves with the tools to weather the storm, to dispel the clouds of doubt, and to reclaim our peace of mind. Because remember, every cloud has a silver lining, and today, we're going to find that together. So make sure to watch until the end as we dive deeper. Now, imagine anxiety as a huge, tangled knot. Picture it in your mind's eye. A complex, convoluted mess that seems too daunting to tackle. You might feel overwhelmed at first, staring at the gargantuan knot, where each loop and twist intertwines dizzyingly with the next. It seems insurmountable, like a labyrinth with no clear path to the exit, a riddle with no answer, a puzzle with missing pieces. However, remember this, no knot, no matter how large or intricate, is ever impossible to untangle. The biggest of knots are but a series of smaller loops, intricately interwoven. They might seem bound tightly together, but with patience and persistence, they can be undone. You just need to know where to start, to identify that first loop that will start the unraveling process. View it as a challenge, a mountain to be scaled, a game to be won. Feel the weight of it in your hands, study it, understand its intricacies, its connectedness. It may seem like a stubborn and confident adversary, but it is not stronger than you. It is merely a collection of smaller components bound together to form a larger entity. The key here is to not rush. Untangling a knot is not a race. It is a process, a journey. It is about finding that one loose end and patiently working it free, then moving on to the next. Patience is your ally here. With each minute, with each movement, the knot will start to loosen. You'll find the next loop and the next, each one coming undone a little easier than the last. Consider this the same approach we're going to take with anxiety. It may seem like a monstrous, intricate knot. However, like any knot, it doesn't have to remain that way. Each strand of anxiety, each worry, each fear is simply another loop in the knot. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to methodically, calmly, and patiently untangle each loop one after another. And before you realize it, what once seemed an impossible challenge will become an achievable task, a knot unraveled. Step 1 is acknowledgement. Acknowledge that anxiety is not a defect, but rather an intrinsic part of the human condition. It is a fundamental aspect of our existence, woven tightly into the very fabric of our being. This is a truth that we should come to terms with and understand it in depth. Anxiety, although often illustrated as an enemy of human happiness, is in reality a defense mechanism, a primitive warning system designed to alert us to danger and to prompt us to take action. Just as our biological structures have evolved over thousands of years to protect us from physical harm, think of how our bodies react when confronted with a predator or a threat to our safety. Our minds too have developed complex systems to safeguard us from emotional and psychological upheaval. When we think of anxiety in this light, we realize that it is not a defect, but a result of our evolution, a testament to the strength and resilience of the human species. It's an integral part of our survival toolkit, something that's been hardwired into us since the dawn of our existence. It is a product of our brain's incessant striving to protect us, to keep us safe in an unpredictable and often hostile world. Just as our bodies are designed to react to imminent danger, to fight, flee, or freeze in response to a perceived threat, our minds are programmed to react to stress, uncertainty, and discomfort. Our brain perceives these situations as threats to our emotional well-being and triggers a cascade of responses, collectively known as anxiety. This reaction is natural, it's human, and it's more common than we might think. It is a part of our shared human experience, a common thread that binds us all. It reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles, that we are all part of this vast, complex tapestry of life. Embracing anxiety as part of our humanity can be a liberating experience. It shifts our perspective, helping us to see anxiety not as a failure or a shortcoming, but as an indication of our deeply ingrained survival instincts. It's natural, it's human, and it's okay. The second step is understanding. Recognize that the concept of anxiety is not always to be perceived as a nemesis. It's fundamental to comprehend that anxiety, in actuality, functions as a beneficial tool for survival. It's simply a signal, a neurological response configured by our protective instincts, alerting us to potential threats in our environment. This might be anything from a physical threat to emotional discomfort. This feeling, often described as an unease or worry, is truly an evolutionary mechanism designed to protect us. It heightens our senses and prepares our bodies for a possible danger, making us more alert and focused. It's a part of our fight or flight response, a survival mechanism that has been hardwired into our brains since prehistoric times to ensure our survival against predators. Therefore, anxiety is not an adversary to be banished or feared, but rather a natural, biological response that we must learn to understand and manage. It's important to reframe our thinking and change the way we perceive anxiety. Instead of viewing it as an enemy, we should see it as an ally, a warning system built into our bodies for our protection. It signals our brain to prepare and respond to danger. However, the prime concern arises when this signal becomes overwhelming and starts to dominate our thoughts, impairing daily function. That's when anxiety transforms from a useful tool into a debilitating condition. The key here is to ensure that we don't let this signal become so overpowering that it starts to dictate our thoughts and actions. We must learn to channel it in a healthy way, using it as a tool for vigilance and preparedness rather than letting it foster fear and panic. The key is to not let this signal dominate our thoughts. Moving forward, the third step is acceptance. Acknowledging that you cannot control everything in life is a crucial aspect of acceptance. This acceptance is an essential principle in our journey towards achieving inner peace and a balanced mindset. It's not about giving up or surrendering, but about understanding the simple fact that life is unpredictable and full of uncertainties. Take a moment to reflect on this profound wisdom that stems from the good book, the Bible. Specifically, we draw it from the book of Proverbs, chapter 27, rich with lessons about life, humility, and understanding. It's in verse 1 where we find a powerful reminder of our inability to foresee or control the future. The verse reads, "Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring." These words hold deep wisdom, reminding us all about the very nature of life's unpredictability. They encourage us to live in the present, to appreciate the now rather than obsessing over a future we cannot predict or control. It's a call for us to surrender our anxieties and worries, to let go of our attempts to control the uncontrollable. But what does this mean to you? How can you incorporate this understanding into your daily life? Start by embracing the unexpected, by opening your mind to the range of possibilities each day can bring. This doesn't mean we should stop planning for the future, but rather, we approach it with a humble understanding that not everything is within our control. Remember that acceptance is a process, it's not something that happens overnight. But with practice, you can start to let go of the need to control every aspect of your life. So why fret about the uncertainties of tomorrow? Step 4 is action. This is where your journey to control and manage your anxiety truly begins. It's essential to understand that in this step, you're not just fighting your anxiety, but rather taking control of your life. This is about enhancing your overall well-being by taking proactive measures, some of which can be incredibly simple and yet highly effective. For instance, One such action could be deep focus-oriented breathing. This is a technique that has been practiced for centuries and across various cultures for its calming effects. By focusing on your breath, you create a rhythm that can soothe your mind and steady your heart rate. It can be an immediate response to overwhelming situations, helping you regain control even when your anxiety tries to take the lead. Another valuable action you can take is meditation. Meditation is not just about sitting in silence, it's about finding a space within yourself that is calm and centered. It's about acknowledging your thoughts and feelings without judgment and letting them pass. Regular meditation can significantly reduce stress, improve concentration, and promote a better quality of sleep, all of which can help in managing anxiety. Physical exercise is another effective form of action. Regular workouts release endorphins, the body's natural mood enhancers. This doesn't mean you have to start rigorous gym sessions. Even a brisk walk or a short dance session can be enough to kickstart your endorphins and uplift your mood. Alternatively, you can take actions that are more tailored to your personal needs and interests. This could be anything from adopting a healthier diet, spending time in nature, or even indulging in creative outlets like painting or writing. Remember, a healthy body promotes a healthy mind. It's about making choices that support your overall wellness and taking the necessary steps to manage your anxiety effectively. Finally, step 5 is faith. This is one of the most crucial steps that we must all understand and follow. Faith is the belief in something larger than ourselves. It is the acknowledgement of a power that is higher and more profound than any human strength. It has been deeply rooted in human civilizations for thousands of years, providing strength, guidance, and solace. It has been our compass in the storm, our shelter in troubled times. Now, when we talk about, we're referring to the faith in a higher power, in the divine, a power that is mysterious, unexplainable, and transcendent. It may appear to be an abstract concept, but it plays a very real, very tangible role in our lives. It lifts us when we've fallen, it strengthens us when we're weak, it gives us hope when all seems lost. It can be the beacon that guides us through our darkest times, reminding us that there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. When we refer to this faith, we often look to sacred texts, like the Bible, for inspiration. These texts have been a source of comfort and guidance for countless generations. They provide us with wisdom that transcends time and space, wisdom that is just as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. One such profound wisdom is found in Philippians chapter 4, verse 6, which says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." This verse reinforces the importance of faith, urging us to surrender our worries to a higher power, to pray, to make our requests known to God with gratitude, irrespective of the situation we find ourselves in. This is not just a command, but also a promise of peace, assurance, and divine help in times of need. So remember, the fifth and final step is faith. Trust in the divine, surrender your worries, and watch as miracles unfold in your life. To sum it all up, this process of overcoming anxiety is built on 5 fundamental pillars: acknowledgement, understanding, acceptance, action, and faith. The journey can be long and challenging, but it's important to remember, it's not a race, a destination, but a path to self-discovery and growth. Anxiety is a part of, and it's perfectly normal to experience it. The key element is how we manage. It's crucial not to let anxiety control your life. Understanding the grand scheme of things puts into perspective that anxiety is merely a ripple in the vast ocean of life experiences. It is not a life sentence, but a momentary feeling that comes and goes. And remember, with a strong belief system, you can face any adversity. Thus, faith plays a pivotal role in this journey. Faith is an anchor, a steady force that helps you stay resilient during the roughest storms. Hold to that faith and let it guide you towards a brighter, more serene future. Take a moment to remind yourself of powerful verses that enhance your faith and resilience, such as the divine assurance found in Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." Continue to be strong, keep your faith unwavering, and remember always you are much more than your anxiety. You are not venturing on this journey alone. Many before you have walked this path and emerged victorious. And with adherence to these steps, you are gradually moving towards a more peaceful, worry-free life. Keep the faith, and remember, you are more than your anxiety. You are not alone in this journey. And with these steps, you are well on your way to a more peaceful, worry-free life. comment down below with your thoughts and experiences. We would love to know. Thanks for watching.